Hi everyone, this is Geeta with Warrior in the Kitchen, and I just want to welcome you guys to Happy Hour with Warrior in the Kitchen. Hopefully we can make this a regular thing on Thursday afternoons after a relatively long week, possibly with the kids, possibly working from home. So we'll be talking about healthy snacks to have on hand while we are limited to the home. Maybe some things that are healthy, some things that are not healthy. And while we wait for some more people to come online and join us, I did want to remind you guys to support your local businesses. My husband and I are doing date night on Saturday night, and we'll literally be ordering in. We've told the kids they can stay inside. We're going to throw a blanket out in the backyard, and we are going to have ourselves a little date night picnic. And I encourage all of you to support your local businesses wherever you are. I'm sure they would much appreciate it. And maybe have a family night in, play board games, order some takeout, maybe throw a blanket on your living room floor if it's too cold outside. Just go and support your local businesses because we will be doing that. I have a post on Instagram and Facebook. And so if you could share that and help me spread the word, that would be much appreciated. So again, my name is Geeta, and I wanted to welcome you guys. Please, in the comments, go ahead and introduce yourself, maybe where you're from, what you're doing right now. It is Happy Hour Thursday evening with Warrior in the Kitchen. So I do want to say a quick cheers. Most of you guys know that I do love my lists and I do love categories. So when we talk about healthy snacks, I actually have lists put up throughout my kitchen just so the kids have something to reference. You'll see a couple of lists there on my cabinet. If you look back to the refrigerator, you'll see a list there. And it's just a quick reminder of, hey, I'm hungry. What are the things that I can eat right now? What are some healthy things? What are some indulgent things? The lists sort of helped when the kids were packing their lunches for school, but now that they're home and they come down and they say, Mommy, I'm hungry. Mommy, I'm hungry. What do I eat? It's just a quick reference of, hey, these are the things that we have on hand. So when I categorize, I have just kind of throughout my kitchen. I have an area that I actually have my fruit basket right back there, so I'll have a bunch of fruit always. I have a snack tray that I keep on the table, which is right here, and I try to fill it up with some healthy things. I also try to fill it up with some not so healthy things. Hi there, cheers. Cheers to you for happy hour. Welcome. So I have the snack tray, so I'll go over what I keep in my snack tray. I also have my pantry right there that has some, granola bars and some not so healthy things as well. And then the kids know also to go into my refrigerator where there are definitely snacks that they can grab quickly. So to begin with the fruits, usually I'll have some apples. The kids love apples with peanut butter. I'll try to have some oranges on hand, especially now. It's just a great season to be snacking on some citrus. My sister-in-law actually got me some mangoes from Costco, so we're down to our last one we need to stock up. So we've got mangoes. I also have a pineapple, which smells really nice and ripe right now. So I'll be cutting into this, and I'll just slice it up, put it in my refrigerator, and it's a great snack for the kids to have as well. Also have an avocado. And this is really great because you can literally peel out the meat of the avocado, throw some salt and pepper on it, and maybe just use it as a quick dip. So I do love the avocado as well. So bananas, although I've run low on bananas and apples right now, so the next time I go grocery shopping, I will grab that. And then in the summer, we're always stocked up on strawberries and blueberries. any kind of berry, apricots, peaches. So I do love having my fruit basket stocked, and it's something that the kids always love to go to. The next thing that I always have stocked is my snack tray, which I showed you. So my snack tray usually has pistachios in the middle. I'll usually have some kind of treat like chocolate chips. It's just something that they can pick at. I've got walnuts this time. My son actually wants some chocolate chips, so I'll go ahead and hand those over. I do believe in balance. I think if we teach our children to, if we say no all the time, I think it's something that they're like, oh, I want it even more. But if I put it out there and I kind of guide them and tell them, well, hey, have a few of the chocolate chips, but then have some of the almonds as well, have some of the craisins. It just creates a nice balance for them, and that knowledge to them that, yes, I can indulge, but I also should eat healthy. So you'll see my almonds, craisins. So that's something, this is something that I always have on my countertop. Things change. If I run out of walnuts, I may have some other kind of nut, or I may have some chips in there. So, but this is something that I always have stocked, and when we're just kind of walking around, we like to pick at it. So that's our snack tray. And then, welcome to anyone that has just recently joined. Cheers to Warrior in the Kitchen Happy Hour. I love these little wine glasses that I got as a gift a while ago from a dear friend. They have the word cheers in different languages. So this says Len Chaim, which is in Hebrew, that means cheers. So cheers. The next thing that I have, as I said, was I stocked my pantry. So my pantry is one of those things, and when my nephews come over, that's the first place they go. It's the pantry, because they know all the good stuff is in the pantry. But I do try to keep some things that are relatively healthy. So I've got, we always keep granola bars. It's just a quick snack, especially like around that 3 o'clock time frame. They love granola bars. They love fig bars. I personally love the Think protein bars. They're really super filling. It's a great 3 o'clock snack, so I do love that. But I mean, I also have some junk food in there. So I have some fruit by the foot. I do have some Oreos, and I have some buffalo pretzel crisps. I have some Indian snacks as well. So I'll have banana chips, and we'll have some of these, they're kind of like deep fried, spicy peanuts, which are yummy. So I have those things. Another thing that I have in my pantry, which sometimes I'll put out in my snack tray as well, are these chili roasted pistachios. A friend of mine got these from Costco for me because she knows we love spicy and she knows we love pistachios. So these are amazing and addicting, so be careful with these. So that's my pantry. And then I have things in my refrigerator. So they know what to go to in the refrigerator. So I have things like celery, and with the celery, they either will eat the celery just kind of on its own, or with a dip, or they like to put peanut butter with some raisins on there. So that's a great snack for us as well. And that brings me to a point, is that sometimes it is easier to just have the stuff laying out on the counter. So I will try to wash some celery, cut it up, and just have it prepared. Or maybe peel an orange and leave it on the countertop. So I think like when it's in front of them, they're more likely to go for it versus out of sight, out of mind. So I do try to keep a lot of snacks, just even like kind of just take it out a little bit at a time and put it on my countertop. So the other things I have in my refrigerator are these little cheese squares and string cheese. This is a great little protein boost and the calcium as well. I also, in the freezer, have edamame packs. So these are a great snack actually after dinner, maybe like around 7, 8 o'clock when we're maybe watching some TV or watching a movie. Just to, throw in the microwave, throw some chili lemon powder on here. These are a great snack. And I also like these. These are spring rolls. I don't have the box anymore. I've tossed the box a while ago, but these are from Costco, and they're actually edamame spring rolls. And these are really great 3, 4 o'clock snack before dinner. Relatively filling, but they're not gonna not eat dinner. But so these are really a great thing too. And then I also like to make some things ahead of time and just sort of have it in the refrigerator. So one of the things that I just recently make, and I make it often, is zucchini bread. This is great because you can make a big batch, refrigerate it, and again, when the kids are hungry, when anyone's hungry, we can just put one either in the microwave or in the toaster oven, warm it up, and it is delicious because it's like fresh out of the oven. So the zucchini bread is something I like to have stocked. These are always so great, baby carrots. So I like to have baby carrots as well. And the other thing is that I love to have hummus made. I actually just made another batch this morning. I soaked some chickpeas and blended the chickpeas into a hummus dip. So we like to have hummus with sweet potato crackers or with baby carrots. And my husband I think wants me to show him. Where did he go? There he is. He's protected. Yeah, he's a little protected. He's protected with the with any viruses we might have going on. So there you go. Not that any of us are sick, and not that you would catch it through Facebook Live. But so if you don't make your own hummus, Costco also sells great little mini hummus packs. So these are great when the kids would take snacks to school, but also as an afternoon snack. So I really do like the hummus. And so that's kind of all the stuff that I have in the refrigerator. So out of all that, a lot of things are easy to stock up on. I think the fruit is probably by limiting how often I'm going to the grocery store. That's been the hardest for me to keep up with. But I also, when fruit gets ripe, I also try to just kind of prepare it, cut it up, and freeze it so that we can make smoothies or whatnot. So I do have a ton of fruit there as well. So what I wanted to do, the other things that I don't have on hand right now, but you can definitely visit my website or just scroll through my Facebook or Instagram posts. One of the things are peanut butter balls. And I do have the recipe online for peanut butter balls. Those are a great go-to snack. They've got a ton of protein, just some good stuff in there, some chia seeds and flax seeds and also coconut oil, all that stuff. So good stuff. The other thing that we also love that we've pretty much been addicted to, especially since we've been home, is popcorn. So I actually have been keeping a bottle of popcorn kernels, and you can see that I have my Whirly Pop, and we have pretty much been having popcorn every night. We change it up. Some days it's just popcorn with salt, and some days it's popcorn with turmeric and chili pepper, and yesterday I made it with just some oil and salt and turmeric, and it's a good healthy snack, especially when you make it from scratch on the stovetop. So that being said, if there are any suggestions or anything that I didn't cover that maybe you guys have some great ideas, please comment and let me know. Let us all know. I love learning from you guys. The one big thing that I did forget to mention is, and then once I mention that, what I was planning on doing was making bean dip for you guys. So I was going to make bean dip in 3 different ways. But before that, we are chocolate lovers. We love chocolate. In fact, actually, growing up, when I was in high school, a really, really good friend of mine, when we would visit her house, hi Shiv, when we would go visit her home, her parents would always have a drawer in the refrigerator stocked with chocolate. And ever since then, I've been doing the same thing. We stock with chocolate. We have, usually try to keep it to dark chocolate, but sometimes we love the Ghirardelli squares. We also have chocolate covered pretzels. So again, it's just teaching the kids that you can indulge. You have to sort of have your limit. Ooh, chocolate and red wine sounds amazing. And so it's okay to indulge, but you sort of have to keep your balance. So yeah, please go ahead and have a piece of chocolate. Don't have the whole bar in a day. So I think these are teaching the kids some valuable lessons also. So with that, Lisa, sounds like you might have some wine there. So let's cheers one more time. And let's get started with making bean dip. So bean dip is, quite healthy actually if you think about it. What we'll be making is a 6 to 7 layer bean dip depending on what ingredients you want to put on, but the base of it would be beans. So you can use canned beans, or you could use, I actually soaked pinto beans last night. I cooked them in my Instant Pot this morning, and then I blended them up with some taco seasoning. So I was able to crunch bars. Okay, crunch bars are amazing. I love crunch bars too. So the beans are great because they have a good balance of carbs and a good balance of protein. So, that's just a great snack there. So beans, we'll layer it with sour cream on the one batch. And on another batch, just to try to be a little bit healthier, we're going to layer it with Greek yogurt. And in the third batch, for any of the vegans out there, we're not going to put any sour cream or dairy or anything. So basically we'll have beans, your version of sour cream. We'll add lettuce, tomatoes, cheese if you'd like. My kids love cheese on their bean dip. I would probably leave it off, and my father-in-law and my brother-in-law are vegan, so I would not put cheese on theirs at all. We'll layer it with some sliced olives. We could throw some green onions on there, some diced jalapenos. You could even layer it with some salsa. And that will refrigerate well for 3-4 days. Although don't think it ever lasts that long in our house because the kids just eat it up. I mean, they'll eat it for a snack. They may even have like a big portion for lunch, so it usually doesn't last. You can eat it with tortilla chips. You can eat it with bell peppers, with carrots, with celery. So let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and move this down here so you can see what I'm doing. And you will see that I have 3 containers here. So one is going to be our regular for the kids. One will be our the light version. And then the last one will be our vegan version. Okay, so you'll see that these are the beans that I made earlier just to prep. So as I said, I soaked my pinto beans last night. I cooked them in the Instant Pot this morning, and I simply added some taco seasoning, and I just processed it in the food processor. If you don't have an Instant Pot, or you're not really keen on soaking, or don't have that time, you can always open up a can of beans and just add some taco seasoning. So we're just going to go ahead and layer the 3. So you'll see I'll put about 2 heaping tablespoons in each batch. All right. And we'll just go ahead and spread that out like that. So just like that, right? There we go. So We're on to Thursday, almost the end of the week. I know we don't have big plans to go out, but maybe you guys can make plans by supporting a local business and ordering in. So there you go, okay? So we've got the 3 layers of beans, the 3 containers of beans. And on that, what I will do is we're gonna go ahead and mix up some sour cream. So this is just full fat sour cream. And what we'll do is we're gonna whip it up with some taco seasoning. So, I'll say about 3 tablespoons, 3 heaping tablespoons or so. And we will add about 1 tablespoon of taco seasoning. And we'll go ahead and just whip that up. Whip it up right there, just like that. And so I'll go ahead and throw that on my one that I'm making for the kids. Just like that. We'll spread it really nice and evenly there. Alright. And I'm not vegan, so I'm not going to be too stringent on cleaning up my bowl. I don't mind a little bit of sour cream, it's okay. So what I'm gonna do for the light version is I'm actually going to take Greek yogurt and I'm just gonna go ahead and again, same thing, mix in the taco seasoning. So same thing, probably about 2 to 3 tablespoons. And let's throw in just a little bit of taco seasoning and we'll whip it up. We'll do the same thing. We're going to whip it up. All right. And we're going to put that on the light version right there. And again, same thing. We're going to spread it out. And that taco seasoning just gives it a nice little zing. So, and we're not going to put any dairy on the vegan one. So I'm done with my dairy there. And then what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and chop up some lettuce. Let's move that out of the way. So what we'll do is we will chop up some lettuce there. About a handful is good. And we're just going to go ahead and sprinkle that. Let's see if we can move that over. So we're just going to kind of sprinkle that on top of each batch. And you don't have to chop it very fancy or anything. Just watch your fingers as you go. So let's put a little bit more on here. Throw some on our light version. I love lettuce. I love lettuce on the dips. I feel like it's got such a nice crunch and so nice and refreshing. So I like to pile on the lettuce for sure. After the lettuce, we'll go ahead and add some diced tomatoes. So let's do that. Okay. So we've got our lettuce. Just layer that on top. There we go. And then for our next layer, we've got a tomato. All of these have been pre-washed. So we're gonna dice the tomato finely. I personally don't like big chunks of tomatoes, but I don't mind them diced finely. Okay? So however you like them is how you can dice them, but this is how I like them. And I actually don't even de-seed it. I don't mind. I know that you can de-seed if you, you know, especially if you are planning on having it in your refrigerator for a long time. I know this is going to get used up right away, so I'm not worried about the dip getting soggy at all. But you could certainly de-seed it and just take out all the kind of the wateriness of it. All right, so we've got the tomatoes. On the one that I'm making for the kids, I'm gonna go ahead and put some cheese on there, top it with cheese, just like that. And there you go, you can see that a little bit better. I am also going to actually this is one of these long chili peppers. It's not exactly a jalapeno. It's not a Thai chili. I found it at the Indian market, but you can use serranos, you can use jalapenos, any kind of pepper you want, but it adds a nice little kick to the whole dish. So we'll go ahead and chop that up, and there we go. So we're gonna put a little bit of that on all of the dips. There we go. And I also really like olives. My husband doesn't, so I may just put olives on half of our dip. But the kids love olives. They'll actually eat olives just kind of on their own. So I will add extra olives to theirs. And other things that you can add on, you can, like I said, you can throw salsa on there. Yeah, that looks really good. You can throw salsa on there. You can throw green onions on there. So, and as I said, you can also eat it with tortilla chips. You can eat it with baby carrots. And so here, and there you go. That's the bean dip. So this is the one that has full-on sour cream. It has full-on cheese. I have the lighter version also that basically same thing. It just has Greek yogurt instead of sour cream. And the third version that I have, let me just cut up one more olive for you guys here. And then the third version I have has no cheese, but what I will do when I get a chance is I'm actually going to layer it with some salsa, and that way it's got an extra kick to it as well. So 3 easy ways to make bean dip. I would just leave it in the refrigerator until the kids or whoever is ready to eat it, and that's that. So again, there are, like I said, basically 4 or 5 categories of snacks that you guys can have on hand. One is a big one is fruit, so like mango, oranges, bananas, pineapple. The other is to have a snack tray on your counter with healthy snacks and not so healthy snacks. So we have pistachios, walnuts, almonds, but we also have like banana chips, or we'll have chocolate chips. So just so that the kids can kind of pick some healthy and some things that are a little bit more indulgent. We have pantry snacks like granola bars and fig bars and protein bars. And we also have some junky food like Oreos and pretzel chips. And then we also have our refrigerator snacks. So we've got like the baby carrots and the celery. We have pre-made hummus, zucchini bread, and like I said, bean dip, 3 different versions. So hope you guys, thank you, and hope you guys found this informative. Please feel free to share the video. It'll be recorded and posted on my Facebook Live. Don't forget to support your local businesses this weekend. Maybe order out, do a family picnic or a date night. However you can, I'm sure it would be much appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, comment on the video. And until next time, thank you for joining me on Warrior in the Kitchen.